Yo, SC, your online singing coach.
Hey everybody, it's your online singing coach back again today with a new reaction. Today, we're back with Lucy Thomas and her sister, Martha. Yes, today is the day we are going to watch the prayer. Thank you again to all of you for your wonderful, kind comments on my most recent Lucy Thomas reaction to Hallelujah, which was amazing. So you all have told me that Martha, her younger sister, is 12 in this video and Lucy's 18, I believe. So I know all about Lucy. Well, I don't know all about Lucy at all. I know all about Lucy's beautiful voice. I don't know anything about her sister Martha. Let's see if she's got the good singing genes too. This is such a beautiful song. I just love this song and can't wait to hear this sister duet. So without further ado, let's go for it. Here we go. All right, let's do this.
I pray you'll be alright and watch us where we go, and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe.
Okay, pausing before Martha's turn. Oh, beautiful, just beautiful. I'm already enjoying this sister dynamic happening here. It's really lovely when the two of them lock eyes a couple times, and one time Martha smiled at her sister. I really loved the way Lucy hit the high note. Lead us to a place. She had this nice ethereal tinkling, like stars tinkling sound up there. On the other spectrum, the low notes, did you notice what warmth was in those low notes? It just suddenly like went from this size to this size, not in loudness at all, but in terms of like this spectrum of overtones in that nice lower range there. Let's give Martha her turn.
La luce che tu dai, I pray you'll find your light. Nel cuore resterà, and hold it in a heart. Ricordaci che when stars go out each night, l'eterna stella sei. Quanta fede c'è when shadows fill our day. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be
nice. I know, it's hard to stop it, and it's hard to stop. Martha has a lovely, lovely voice. Again, 12 years old. She has this beautiful, pure tone. She did well with the Italian. If you've watched me on the prayers that I've reacted to, you know I am a diction stickler, and she did a nice job with the diction. Martha has a younger sounding voice. that makes sense. She is younger, but she has a very pure, very beautiful voice. I also loved her in that on the highest notes of this part, and I loved the harmony when they came together and they sang in that harmony. Just beautiful matching of tone, and yeah, their voices work really well together. Okay, let's keep going.
Sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia, di speranza. Ognuno riela, ma non so vicino, simbolo di pace, di fraternità. Just like every child, just like every child needs to find a place.
Oh my gosh.
Guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be saved.
Getting emotional here.
E la fede che hai acceso in noi. Sento che ci
Ooh. Oh my gosh, I can't stand how, I mean, I can, it's an expression, but I was gonna say, I just can't stand how sweet and heartwarming that was. I'm emotional. That doesn't happen very often, but ooh, it's beautiful. I gotta pull myself together, jeez. Ooh. I think I turn into the waterworks when Martha said, just like every child, and she's a child, you know, it just means so much. Like, coming from, ooh. Yikes, coming from a child. Man, really got me. But, okay, so we're going back to where they start singing together for pretty much the rest of the song. All right, so let's see if I can keep it together this time. Jeez.
Sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia, di speranza.
Oh, beautiful. So I'm loving Lucy's mixed tone up here. She's just sailed right into that perfect mix placement. I've mentioned before what good technique Lucy has. She never overdoes it, but she also doesn't get weak. She's just right in the perfect placement for this section. Now, there's a slight change in the melody here for Lucy. She would have had to belt out a high F. And again, I think that for good technique, she veered away from that high note there. I loved how the melody worked. Martha is doing a great job holding her own part. She has such a clear tone. Her part is solid, and they're just complementing each other beautifully here.
Ognuno riela, ma non so
Yes, so right after the vicino. Sorry, I just had to stop for a second because there's no good place to stop. But again, I'm just watching Martha a bit here. You can see, again, probably just with the years of experience, that Lucy's much more comfortable expressing herself, particularly with her face. But also, I like that Martha's doing some gestures, but they're just like a little bit unsure. I feel in this moment of this song, she's starting to warm up a bit. She's starting to feel bolder with her expression. And I would encourage her to just keep going for it. There was a moment where she closed her eyes and I was feeling what she was feeling there. Lucy's on the other side there, just selling it with her voice, with her expression. Just lovely, lovely, loveliness all around.
Simbolo di pace, di fraternità.
Right there too. So I love this big moment here. Lucy's just singing and she has such a powerful voice. Some of these notes are just boom, explosions, just sonic explosions. And as I mentioned, in this section, you can see Martha's starting to warm up. She's starting to move a little bit more. And I love that that's happening for her. Yeah, so Lucy just set such a high bar. So Martha is stepping up to it here in this section. Vocally, she's right in it. She's just sounding so strong on her part with her beautiful, pure voice. But yes, with the expression, she's starting to build here, and I love that too.
Let this be our prayer. Let this be our prayer. Just like every child. Just like every child.
That's the part that got me the first time. I can feel myself on the verge again right there. She sang that just like every child in this pure, sweet, heavenly voice. And this this dynamic shift here from this big moment of passion, you know, just suddenly like tapers down and is like vulnerable, and you know, like it's like you're standing up and you're pleading, and now you're like on your knees. Like that's what's happening with the voices here. And it's vulnerable and it's sincere and it's just beautiful. Okay, keep going.
Needs to find a place. Guide us with your grace.
Yes.
Give us faith so we'll be saved.
At the end there. Oh, I love the smiles as always. Okay, technically they could have flipped that R on the salvera, but every time I mention stuff like that, people just get annoyed with me. But anyway, the last little dissonance there. Yeah, so right there on that little need to find, that's just kind of a nice tight harmony there, and they're both so on their parts. There's a few surprises that Lucy had for us in this song, with some extended notes, some slight variations of the melody. And each one of them is so powerful, so nice. Okay, let's point out one thing about that last note.
So can't you stop it?
So right before that last note, I just want to point one thing out that again is an indication of good technique from both of them. They both know that this last note is one that you have to hold a long time. You need breath support to not only be able to sing the note for the duration, but also to keep the pitch. And especially if you're keeping a straight tone like they are until the very end, that requires quite a bit of support. So you can always tell with newbie singers or untrained singers, you might see like a big, like this. Shoulders come up, chest comes up, and those are those shallow breaths. So when you've had good training, you know to breathe low. So you notice right here before this last note that no raising of the shoulders or anything like that happens from either of these young ladies. And they are breathing with good technique. Just watch that.
Stop it.
No movement here. Yes, okay, gosh. Whew. That was so beautiful. You all were not lying when you told me that I would eat that up. Like I said, I've heard a bunch of versions of this song. So the fact that I got emotional during that, I would say that was a great performance, to say the least. Very moving, very pure, beautiful tone. Passionate vocals, especially from my girl Lucy. She really brought it. What is she like on an up-tempo? Do we have any up-tempo? Amazon person is here. You guys! She does so well on the ballads, but what is she like on the up-tempos? Do you have any suggestions? I love Lucy and I would love to hear more from her. So keep the suggestions coming. I hope you enjoyed watching this with me. If you did, please be sure to hit subscribe. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.